Jump on your bike and join the other cyclists as you race through the track and guide your team of cyclists for the win in Tour de Colligo. Thank you for joining me here at Tantrum Mouse Studio D. I'm Kevin Delp. Tour de Colligo is a hand management racing game for 3 to 5 players. It takes about 60 to 90 minutes to play. It's being published by the Colligo Collective, who is sponsoring today's video. They sent us this prototype, and it's going to be on Kickstarter. The game comes with a neoprene mat for the main board, round tokens for the cyclists, challenge zones, cards, draft tokens, and a scoring board. Here's a super quick overview of the game. The game is played over a series of turns until all the cyclists have crossed the finish line. You'll control 4 cyclists. On your turn, you'll draw 2 cards and then take an action like playing cards to move one of your cyclists, or you can move a whole stack of cyclists called a peloton if you could spend a draft token too. Your goal is to have your team of cyclists cross the finish line as soon as possible. Each spot on the podium shows the points awarded. So at the end of the game, you'll count up the points from your cyclists to see who wins. Let me show you a little bit more in depth this game. The track has a start and finish line. You can add challenge zones that increase the stamina needed to cross these areas. The cards in the main deck have different numbers 1 through 5 that are the stamina. Each space on the board takes 1 stamina to cross. On your turn, you'll automatically gain 2 stamina cards into your hand, and then you take 1 action. You'll be controlling 4 cyclists during the game. Now you could spend a card or cards to move one of your cyclists, or you could exchange stamina for one of the special cards. The sprint and climb cards will help you get through the challenge zones, treating those spaces as 1 instead of the indicated numbers. The draft card costs the most. On a later turn, you can exchange a draft card for up to 3 draft tokens. Now you can spend one of these draft tokens with the stamina cards to move a peloton, a stack of cyclists. Now a peloton is 2, 3, 4, or 5 cyclists high. They can never be more than 5 cyclists in a peloton. Now that's like the meat of the game, moving these cyclists. Getting in the right peloton at the right time. How many of your cyclists can you get in one peloton? When do you help move a peloton, and when is it time to break away with just one of your cyclists? You have to manage your hand size of cards, since you can only have 7 cards by the end of your turn. And you can literally spend all those cards in one turn. That can move a lot of spaces, especially if you have high number cards like those 4s and 5s in your hand. There's going to be a little bit of luck in the cards that you gain each turn. Now one person could get 2 1s and another could get much higher numbers, but I think it sort of works itself out during the game. And on a given turn, you could get those 2 cards and basically rest or pass your turn. The game rules are simple to understand. Draw cards and then take an action. I played this at the 3, 4, and 5 player count, and I think each of these player counts is going to present their own strategies on how to win. The game plays fast and really ramps up as those pelotons get closer to the finish line. Our games have taken about an hour, but I could see maybe the higher player counts going a little bit longer depending on how long it takes players to take their turn. Let me take a minute and just talk about the components. You have the neoprene mat, you have the bike tokens, you have these cards that feel nice, and I was talking to the company and it appears that these components may even get better by the time the game is actually published. This is definitely a racing game at its heart, so if you enjoy those types of games, this is a pretty streamlined version for a racing game. Then you have the biking theme. There are a few board games with a biking theme. The most famous probably is Flamme Rouge, but there really aren't that many out there. So if what I've described sounds interesting to you, then check out Tour de Colligo on Kickstarter from the Colligo Collective. And let me know down in the comments, what racing games are your favorite?